I'm joined now by the Executive Director of ASEE, Norman Fortenberry. Norman, thank you so much for joining us.
It is great to be here. I appreciate your making the time.
So first, let's jump into your title and how you're involved at ASEE.
Sure, I'm the Executive Director, so I am the Chief Staff Officer. I manage ASEE headquarters, coordinating all the staff support to the wonderful activities that are led by our volunteer members.
And tell me, what are the goals of ASEE? I know there's a long list, but...
There's a long list of goals, but our vision is excellent and broadly accessible education, empowering students and engineering professionals to create a better world. So keep the vision in mind. All of the goals flow directly from that vision.
Tell me, what are some of ASEE's notable accomplishments?
I think we have had some significant accomplishments in terms of growing our grant activities at headquarters that allow us to support our members and others in a variety of activities supporting faculty and student professional development, supporting leadership activities at the National Science Foundation and some other agencies, support for fellowships and scholarship programs for students, not only for our members but beyond our membership. So a variety of activities all in the area of supporting engineering and science education at all levels.
Those are some huge impacts. Can you tell me a little bit more about these accomplishments and how they've affected engineering education?
In addition to direct student activities, it's important to empower and enable faculty to be more effective in their activities in the classroom. And so we've recently started our Delta workshops, and in particular we have deltas for future faculty and for early career faculty. And the ones for the future and the early career faculty emphasize such things as, how do you set up your lab? How do you maintain a coherent stream of research across different funding streams? How do you go after different funding streams? So these are things that facilitate the ability of faculty to do their jobs, enabling them to spend more brain power on what they do with their students, both students in the classroom and the students that they're supervising as grad students.
So let's talk about community colleges. How does ASEE work with community colleges?
So community colleges are an important part of the educational continuum. Many students, an increasing number in the U.S. By design in many states, are not going straight from high school to a four-year college period. They are taking time off, or going to a community college, or those who take time off come back to a community college. We want to be much more active in our outreach with that sector to demonstrate how ASEE can provide a supportive infrastructure for their faculty and for building better connections between two-year colleges and four-year engineering programs.
That's a great segue into what initiatives does ASEE have?
We want to be much more purposeful in our interactions with a wide range of minority-serving institutions, so HBCUs, tribal colleges, Hispanic-serving institutions, other minority-serving institutions which don't fall in those categories. That's where the demographics indicate an increasing population of students are going to be, and therefore the faculty teaching those students are going to need to access our services. We are looking at the role of scholarship, a scholarship not in terms of money to go to school, but scholarship in terms of faculty creative activity, how that activity is recorded and documented and archived.
So with so much impact and with everything that ASEE is involved in, that requires money. So let's talk about member dues.
Sure. We are in fact planning a relatively modest, when you look across the different categories, about a 3% increase in dues both for institutional members and individual members. I would point out that our last dues increase was on the order of 5 to 6 years ago, so it's been a while. And these dues increases for the institutions will kick in October of 2022. They're on an annual cycle. Individual dues also would not start before October 2022. So those who renew before then could grandfather under the old dues. We hope to maintain the level of service given the pressures, the cost pressures that we're facing. So our costs, like everyone else's, are increasing. Our revenue streams have been relatively flat, and to continue to provide the same level of service, we're going to have to increase our revenue stream so that we can maintain that level of service.
Well, it definitely seems like a wonderful and very important organization. Thank you so much, Norman, for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Take care.